Hey there, Virgo. How are you doing, my loves? This is Sophie with Lady of the Unknown Oracle. I am so happy that you have joined us. If you're returning, welcome back. I am so glad that I get to see you again. So guys, we're going to go ahead and jump right into your reading. I do the full Celtic cross spread with clarification. Alright, if you're curious to see what that reading looks like, you can look at my previous other readings where the perspective actually shows the cards that I use. We're doing things a little bit differently in these next set of readings, just to kind of do a little change of pace here. This reading is going to be general, so it can be applied to any situation that you're currently going through. Okay, love, career, finance, you know, your own spiritual endeavor, whatever comes up is what will be addressed. Okay, anything that I see. And if this particular reading seems to really resonate with what it is you are currently experiencing, we will do an extended read after we're done here. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull an oracle card for you, my sweet Virgos. My sweet Virgos. Okay, let's see what's going on. Wow, man holding a heart and all tied up. So for those of you who are in a romantic situation, I don't appreciate you popping in with your kinks in the middle of the reading. Okay? Okay. We've got children watching. But in all seriousness, okay, some of you guys are really wrapped up with this gentleman. Okay, man holding a heart. This is somebody who's ready to give you their soul. This is somebody who's ready to really apply themselves to a relationship with you. Now, this could also describe someone who you feel connected to, but who is currently tied up in another situation, another commitment, either with another person or just a commitment in life, right? Maybe they're taking care of a sibling, or they're taking care of, you know, their, you know, financial issues, or finishing up school or something like that, right? Someone who has other things that demand their attention more than the connection itself. You know, but it really depends, because if this is you, right, you could be the one tied up in another situation, or you are wrapped up in the person who you're connecting with, their love, Virgo, right? So you're kind of, you or the person you're connecting with is either unable to give you what it is the connection needs, right? Or they could be overdoing it, right? We're talking borderline obsession with all tied up. It's kind of like codependence, basically. I don't want to jump straight into codependence, but when you're so wrapped up this way, where it's like there's no other option to move, there's no other way to go. It's like loving this person, right? Loving you, or loving the person that you're connecting with. It feels like the only option. It's like the only way you stay sane, which is not balanced. Excuse me. Okay, we're okay. You know, it's not balanced. Where there's excess, there's codependence. Okay, there's trying to fill a void instead of dealing with issues. It's like trying to fill a void with the one thing that brings you some pleasure, but it's like you're depending on it to be everything. Okay. Well, for some of you, this is just plain and simple. You guys are really just in the phases of new love. You guys could be into some of that freaky deaky. I don't know. Listen, I don't kink shame. Do you, boo boo? I mean, he's pretty hot. Little Fabio lookalike. I don't know. Whatever you're into, Berg. Whatever you're into, baby. So let's see what's going on with you, Celtic cross spread. But yeah, this could be either you could be in the throes of a new relationship, or you or the person you're connecting with is really dependent on this connection working out, because they could be on edge, you know. Maybe they're afraid of other things in their life failing again, and so they're just, it's not healthy. Okay, the only way this would be excusable, this type of being tied up, is if you guys were just brand new in love. Now if you've gone the distance with this person is feeling, they're depending on you a lot. Okay, they're depending on you a lot. They're depending on you quite a lot. if you're in separation with this person is wrapped up in other things this person's wrapped up in other things in their life. Okay, they feel the connection too. This is a reciprocating connection. All right, but they are wrapped up in other aspects, other commitments to other people or other situations, other circumstances in their life really require their attention right now. I'm getting Gemini. I'm getting Gemini in particular. And Sag. Overarching energy, Page of Wands. Okay, so this could be a fire sign. Okay, Leo, Aries, Sag. You could have fire in your chart, Virgo, but overall what's happening here is you are having, you know, first of all, you're very attracted to a particular person. If this is romance for you, you're very attracted. If this is not romance related, okay, this is just about having the, you know, brand new ambition to go and embark on a new aspect of a business or an aspect of a project. But it's like, you really don't know which way to go just yet. It's like this unbridled ambition. Like you don't know which direction to head into. You just know that you're ready to get the ball rolling. Okay? This is the overarching energy with the King of Swords underneath. So again, for those of you who have a combo Gemini, Sag, right? Gemini, Sag, or an air sign with fire in their chart, this could be your man holding a heart. Remember how I was just saying, I was seeing Gemini. Okay? Possible Sag too. So yeah. If you are a feminine energy Virgo, you're connecting with a masculine Gemini or Sag, most likely. That's for a very specific group of you guys, okay? But that could be a variation across the board for any of you. That's just what I'm getting. For those of you dealing with Gemini, Sag, it's like the situation is just too complicated. The situation is there are multiple entities involved. It could be another person, or it could just be, if you guys have children, there's something going on with your kids and how to organize finances. It's about like how do you make it work? I'm seeing conversations surrounding, well, how do we make this work? How does this work? Will the kids be okay? Let's go ahead and see what's going on with you, Virgo. Push this aside. So you're okay, so hold on. Yeah. Either you've realized something about a current connection, okay? Either you've realized something about a current connection, or you've made a realization about something in your life, a change you would like to make, but what's standing in your way is this connection. You're tired. You're tired. You're so pressured. You're tired of bearing this weight. You're tired. You're tired of fighting. You're tired of always being tied up. You're tied up. 8 of Swords, tied up. You're tied up. You're always doubting yourself. You're always, you have in the past at least, and you're tired of always giving in to the other person. This other person always gets what they want. More air energy with the Page of Swords. Maybe this person, the way they talk to you is disrespectful, or they're not honest, right? You have the ambition to move. You have the ambition to leave. You're healing from something, a conversation, some type of heartbreak, some type of betrayal. You're done. You're afraid that this person is going to ask for change. You're afraid that, knowing how you've always been, Virgo, knowing that you've always been the person in the relationship with the biggest heart. I'm sorry, guys. This is definitely veering into romance territory. You know, I will read it in another way shortly, but, you know, you're afraid that this person is going to become sincere now that you've got the strength to see through what's been happening, the false mask that they wear, or, you know, just the dishonesty. Here's the thing, though. I don't think they're dishonest, Virgo. I don't think they've been dishonest. I think they've been pretty honest. The thing is, though, I think in some ways you may have always thought that what they were saying wasn't what they really meant. I'm getting Gemini energy here very strongly, okay? We've got Cancer, Scorpio on the board as well. Very strong Libra, Aquarius, Gemini energy. Okay? But there's almost this sense of denial, okay? You've been in denial, Virgo, is what I'm seeing. You've been in denial. I don't think this person has ever lied to you. I think that this person, if anything, is just so crude about their information, and you're like, well, you know, oh, that's just them being them. Not actually taking what they say literally and realizing that if you did, you'd actually know that you knew exactly what you were getting into. This person has been straight with you from the start. You were hoping they would change. For example, if you think this person is a dirtbag, you knew that since day one. If this person was not who you wanted them to be, like, you knew that from the start. But there was a connection there, and so you gave into the connection, not realizing that in terms of the practical world, the practical day-to-day life, the you know, where it's important to be on the same page, you kind of blew that off, and instead you just conceded to every argument and conceded to all of their desires. Like, you never really made it about you, but now you've gotten to a point where it's like it's always been about them, that you're so tired and you're ready to move forward, you're ready to disconnect yourself. Let's go ahead and clarify. There could be children involved as well. Okay? Could be children involved. Let's see. Here we go. If there were children involved, there'd be two. Two children. Okay? Okay, so the Knight of Cups as the overarching energy again. The Knight of Cups is in your fear position. Okay, let's clarify first to see what that looks like. But to me, this reads as somebody, you know, you're afraid that this person is going to finally be who you need them to be after you've realized that you've basically given so much to a person or to a situation with this person that it's taken so much out of you. Like, you've compromised your integrity somewhere along the line in the name of love, even though now you almost feel robbed of something. The Ace of Swords with the Nine of Swords, yeah, like, the Nine of Swords with the Ace makes the 10, right? So you're at the brink right now of an ending. You're realizing something super important about either what your communication has been up to this point or what this relationship has looked like. Because underneath that, what's challenging you, okay, is the Two of Cups. Hold on, let me put these cards aside here. It's the Two of Cups with the Page of Wands again. So you've got another page. You're definitely connecting with someone who's got fire in your chart. And I want to say, regardless of where their placement is, it influences them in a way that has essentially influenced the direction of your relationship. Okay, so maybe they're not Leo, Aries, Sag, Sun, Moon, Rising. It could be their Venus. Okay, it could be their Mars, where maybe if they, for example, Mars influences how much you apply yourself to what you do, to work, to things that you apply yourself to, right? So maybe they tend to be really harsh with you, but then when they're at work, they put pedal to the metal, and so they are a great provider, but they are not a good partner. They're too rash, they're too confused. Desiring variety is great when you're undergoing multiple projects at work, and you know, you're at a meeting and someone says, who wants to do this? And you raise your hand, like, that's great, you want variety. But that doesn't pan out so well when you're in a traditional relationship with someone who wants monogamy, for example. How do you quench that thirst of variety when you have dedicated and committed yourself to somebody who expects you to be only theirs? Okay, so it's like that aspect of their relationship that works in some aspects of their life, but not in this particular aspect. So it's like you're realizing that you've been attracted to this person for reasons that you thought might change later, but have actually just, you have been forming yourself around their form. Like, you've been giving a lot of yourself just to make this work. And this doesn't have to be, you know, This could be a business partnership as well, but this definitely involves another person, okay? If this doesn't involve another person, this involves that aspect of you, Virgo, where it's like there's parts of yourself that they're not good for you. Again, going back to codependence, you wrap yourself up either in this insecurity or like this, you either overthink it, or when you plan it in your overthinking, you think you've got it, but your plan doesn't pan out because somewhere along the way you're not staying balanced within yourself. You're not making sure that you feel happy with the decision. You just want to make sure that it comes out perfect. But it's like that robs you of the experience. It robs you of being true to yourself. And just like with this romantic relationship with this fire sign, this air sign, it's like you're done. You're done. 10 of Swords, done. On your mind, you've got the 9 of Wands with the 10 of Swords. You're done. Right? You're done with the pressure. You're done taking on the responsibility all on your own, right? Putting down these wands, putting down these responsibilities, being defensive against somebody who you thought you'd always be able to be vulnerable to, shutting yourself off from them is one of the most painful things you've ever done. But you're realizing now that in the name of self-preservation, this is just what you've got to do. In your heart, you've got the 10 of Wands with the King of Wands. Putting down the responsibility you've put with this person, this man holding a heart, this fire sign, okay? This Leo, this Aries, this Sag, this person, okay? Putting your wands down with this person. You know, it's the hardest thing you've ever had to do. If this is somebody who you're not even with, this is just a pressure, right? The separation of you know, the separation between you guys is too much pressure to bear. It's like wanting them hurts. Wanting them hurts. That's in your heart space, okay? Your heart space feels the 10 of Wands with the King of Wands. So it's like loving them hurts. Desiring them hurts. Moving closer towards them hurts you. In the recent past, 8 of Swords, clarified by the 8 of Swords. All tied up, Virg. You are so wrapped up in this person, even though it kills you. This is self-sabotage, okay? In the recent past, there was self-sabotage, okay? This person that you've been connecting with, it's like, Virgo, they were exactly who they said they were. You saw them for what they were. You lied to yourself. You lied to yourself, Virgo. You really did. Page of Swords clarified by the 3 of Wands, the 3 of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. All that research that you did in the past, the overthinking, was just to make things work. What's coming in for you, though, is that you're finally going to strike gold. There's going to be your vision for what true commitment will look like, okay, will warp. That could mean either you are going to change your course within your communication style with this person. You could be more open to them. You're tempted to close yourself off, Virgo, because you're in pain. You don't want to have a conversation with them. However, you understand that you do have to have a conversation with this person. And so coming in, the conversation might come off kind of rough, but I feel like the person you're going to be communicating with is someone who communication comes to very easily. You're mercurial, and so is Gemini. Okay, which is why Gemini really, that makes sense to me, for you to be connecting with a Gemini. Okay, but you don't have to be. It's just somebody who enjoys, you know, this person could have Gemini in their chart, but it's somebody who enjoys conversation. This person is easy to talk to, and they're, you know, communication is messy. Human communication is messy. So this person understands when you fumble over your words and you're trying to find the right words. They're very forgiving when you don't say the right thing, because they read between the lines. Like, they get it. They know what you're trying to say. And so instead of you closing off to this person, you are going to realize that in order to progress, in order to develop this relationship, to develop this bond, you're going to have to have this conversation. You've got the Page of Swords, okay? So this is the researcher, okay? This is kind of the spy too, but I'm not getting spy energy with this person. I'm getting more of just research. We've got the Three of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the Hierophant. Okay, so we've got 2 threes. Your insecurities could have something to do with the fact that this person, you know, is involved in multiple things, involved with multiple people. They're not completely yours in terms of commitment. They are off building multiple things with different people or in different aspects of their life. You know, you're not really in the spotlight for them. But you've given them so much benefit of the doubt. You've spent so much time thinking about what this relationship could look like. You've spent so much time holding the energetic space. It's like you're just so wrapped up. You're so wrapped up in them. You're so wrapped up in them. You could be coming in, okay, if you're not partnered, you could be connecting with a Taurus. Okay, you could be connecting with a Taurus here. Or this is somebody who will be coming in, even though you're dealing with this other situation with another person. This could be another air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Someone who you know, someone maybe who you've been hearing back from, wanting to hear back from. Someone who you are in separation with too, like a friend. Someone, could be a colleague too. Someone that you've gone, you know, like a coworker. Someone who you've worked with before. Right? This person is going to come in and kind of help put things in perspective for you. Okay? I'm about to sneeze. Hold on. Excuse me. Thank you. Oh, God. Sorry. Thank you for blessing me. Okay. You see yourself as the Four of Swords with the star. So you're healing. Okay? You're healing big time. You're healing big time. You could be connecting as well, thinking about an Aquarius. You could be thinking about an Aquarius. And that could be who this person is coming in. This could also be the air sign that you've been connecting with. Okay? You guys are coming out of something that has left you both feeling very hurt. You in particular, though, Virgo. Either way, this could also indicate that if you are contemplating no longer being with someone, it's going to take a long time. The star indicates a long journey, okay? It's the North Star. It's the journey home. You're not sure how long it's going to take, but you know it's not here yet, right? You still have some ways to go. If you're thinking about ending something, a marriage, something that you've spent time building with this person, it's going to take a lot of time for you to get over it. But you will eventually get over it, okay? The star is massive healing energy, so you will eventually get over it. That's neither here nor there. It's just in the environment, you've got the Chariot with the Ace of Pentacles, so you're thinking about starting over. Virgo, you're thinking about starting over. If you have a Cancer in the environment, you could be thinking about becoming closer towards them. They could be coming in towards you with an offer to begin something new. It's a commitment, the Ace of Pentacles. An opportunity to create the 10, right? The legacy, the family, the, you know, the union, the community, the friendship, the camaraderie, the history together. Okay? This is something that is in your environment. So someone is coming in to begin something new, and I don't think this is related to this past person. I feel like this is what's available to you as a form of giving you hope for what lies ahead, because this is traumatizing what you've been going through, Virgo. This is traumatizing. And I'm going to clarify this man holding a heart, because I feel now like he's not cute anymore. Knight of Cups with the Eight of Wands. Yeah, you're afraid that you're going to be getting communication from this person that you were leaving behind. They're going to now want to put in the effort. Right now they want to apply themselves. It's like, that's not how this works. That's not how this works. Right? It's not when now I decide that I've gone long enough without having things my way, that you decide, well, now I'm ready to apply myself. No. That's not how this works. You don't wait until the straw breaks my back, right? To then say I'm sorry, or to then say let's try again, or no. Virgo, you've doubted yourself a long time. You might even be afraid too that if you do pursue something new with this Cancer, or with a new person in general, you might be afraid that it's not going to work out. Or you're afraid it's going to start fast and end fast. You're afraid that maybe you've got the wrong idea of what's happening. Oh no. But you're yeah. One more card, please. Yeah, so Virgo, if you've been deeply, deeply unhappy with the person that you've been connecting with up to this point, it looks like separation is most likely what's coming in. Because here, in the environment, not the environment, what's coming in with the Three of Wands, the Three of Pentacles, and the Hierophant, this is separation from something that you've been building, right? This is, the Three of Wands is separation from something that you have spent a lot of time building. This is a partnership, right? A marriage, some type of you know, you guys were banding together to create something, but in your potential outcome, you've got the Death card, okay, which speaks to transformation. It's change. It doesn't have to be endings. But then you've got clarified by the universe, the Nine of Pentacles, okay? The Nine of Pentacles is an individual. It's not a family, okay? You have the Ace of Pentacles in the environment with the Chariot, but the Chariot moves away from the situation of concern, okay? So moving away from whatever this is, this partnership, right? This situation with this person, to me, this reads as a new beginning. If you guys are looking for reconciliation, this is not the energy that's here. If this is, reconciliation is not the energy that's here. This is not what I'm getting. I'm getting a separation of people. I'm actual separation of people from each other within a connection. Because then you've got the Knight of Swords with the Two of Swords. So it's like after a moment of indecision, right? After a moment of indecision, you're finally taking off. Or you are taking off in any direction. You just don't know which direction, but you know that you can't stay here anymore. Right? It could be also just not moving forward, not delivering a message of truth, not having that conversation, but still deciding that now is a time to really focus on yourself, close off this chapter that has caused you so much pain. And your life has to look radically different now. There's no more settling. Things have to be, either the relationship itself has to take a massive change in direction, or you can't be in the relationship anymore. Or you can't be in the relationship anymore. Let me just see. This man holding a heart. Who is this person? Now, for those of you that, are contemplating not being with your current partner anymore, and you see where there might be a potential for something new in your environment, there's a commitment that's here, okay? The journey towards closing this situation off for good is going to take a little while, but not in terms of communication with you and the person you'd be closing off with. It's more of like how long it's going to take for you to heal from this. Okay, because you really invested a lot of your thoughts, a lot of your emotions into this. You were hoping to build something substantial. But it's looking like you are understanding that being single is better than being in bad company. Who is this man holding a heart, please? Thoughts. This person might have been having second thoughts. This man holding a heart, right? This person might have been having second thoughts. This person might have had their doubts. They've been on the same page with you, Virgo. This person may have just thought, maybe they thought that they were ready for commitment like this. Maybe they thought that it would work out. What's this all tied up, please? What is this all tied up? With thoughts and the man holding a heart, again, thoughts, I'm getting air energy, right? Air energy. I feel like Virgos and Geminis have really been going through it, so I feel like this could be a Gemini that you're connecting with, Virgo. It does not have to be. You've got Aquarius on the board. Okay, you've got Taurus on the board. Scorpio on the board. Okay, if you're connecting with a Scorpio, you're going to have a big discussion with this person that's going to either change the course of the relationship together or cause a separation. There might be a rift here. But either way, that's the overall potential outcome between anyone that you're connecting with. Only exception here is a Cancer that, is in your environment with a new offer that you might be able to accept Should you leave behind this connection that you've been in, or that you have been investing a lot of yourself into, that you feel now is no longer working out? You're tired of investing. You're tired of wanting it more than the other person, right? You leave them behind, and you've got somebody in the environment who either wants to connect with you, or at least an aspect of yourself that's ready to start over, right? Just start life over on your terms as a single individual. You're done, right? You don't really want a partner anymore for now, until you can kind of situate yourself, go back to school, apply yourself more at work, right? You're just trying to get through it. You're just trying to get through it, Virgo. You're not really so concerned. All tied up. Yeah, all tied up. Underneath that is expectation. So clarifying all tied up, we've got concern. So this person you've been connecting with has also been in their head a lot. If you are the masculine energy here, you identify as this person who's enamored and in love and totally just enraptured with all of this. You've been wrapped up. You've been in this Eight of Swords energy. Expectation, you've had certain expectations. You thought things would look a certain way, and they haven't been. They have not been. They have not been. And there's a lot of people involved here, guys. So, I mean, where I'm reading this as energy, these could be individuals. We've got a Page of Wands here. We've got a Knight of Cups, right? So we've got Leo, Aries, Sag. We've got Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, very strong Cancer, very strong Aquarius, very strong Taurus here. Page of Wands came up twice, and so did the Knight of Cups. Okay. A lot of air energy, a lot of fire energy. But this is someone who you were hoping would, you would be able to get with this person to really have something fruitful with. But I don't feel like anyone here was being dishonest, Virgo. I feel like you may have been thinking. You may have fallen prey to wishful thinking. Excuse me. You may have fallen prey to wishful thinking, Virgo. And we all do. We all do. So don't do it to yourself where you feel like you're a fool, or don't do it to yourself. We all go there. We all go there. So it's okay. What's important is that now you are in the right mind, right? You are in the Ace of Swords energy where you see it. And it does bring you angst. It does bring you torment. But now you can move forward. Now that you know what you have done against yourself, to what you've been doing to sabotage yourself, now you can move forward and do what you've always wanted to do. For some of you within the relationship, this could mean separating for a while. For some of you, this would mean separating permanently, because in the potential outcome, I am seeing an independence, I'm seeing an ending, I'm seeing the transformation of what this relationship looks like, period. Okay? But for those of you where this is separation, this is you getting your money right, this is you going back to school, this is you going back to work. The key here is that in your environment, you see an opportunity. It's in your face, right? You have a job offer in your hand, or you've got an acceptance to a school abroad, or you've got an opportunity here to something, okay? Something new. For some of you where this is an ending, okay? This would be some type of settlement you would get as a result of the divorce, or you would get as a result of, you get what I'm saying? There's some type of financial windfall that would affect you as an individual and make you more prosperous as a result of this ending. Whether that was at the expense of the person that you've been connected with, if you owned a business together, right? Some kind of lump sum that would end up in your possession, or a ticket out, right? An opportunity to begin life new, but in a way that's comfortable. You would not be getting the short end of the stick here. So it's like, whatever decision you decide to make, Virgo, make sure that you are applying yourself this time to the outcome you want to see for yourself. If you honestly, truly don't like the person that you're with, then do not apply yourself to this anymore. Don't apply yourself to this anymore. Okay? Financially, you'll be fine. If you do want to be with this person, though, separation from each other might be what's needed for you to kind of regroup and decide what direction you would like to move into, right? It feels like it's about time now that the person you've been connecting with lets you kind of steer the direction of the relationship for a while. They've had their turn, now it's your turn. Okay? Okay, Virg. I mean, this is tough, but you see the truth now. You know a conversation has to be had, or at the very least, you know where you want to go with this. Okay? So, I'm gonna leave this here. I am gonna go ahead. For those of you that want to join me on the other side, we will do an extended read. The person that you're connecting with, what it is they're thinking, what it is they're feeling about what's going on here, and what your best approach will be moving forward. Okay, so but if this is where we leave off together, guys, I love you so much, Virgo. I hope that this has helped you gain perspective, help you gain a little bit of clarity, help reassure that you are on the right path, provided you with a level of guidance that is really helpful to you moving forward. And I want to thank you for letting me be of service to you and for giving me this honor of doing this reading for you. Okay, Virgo, I love you so much, my love. Thank you for being here. I hope that this was able to clarify things for you. And until next time, I'll see you, okay? I love you so much. Bye.